Loose ball, Tatum.
This was a heartbreaking moment. Just when the Warriors were about to heat up again, Marcus Smart dove for a loose ball on a Wednesday evening, and Steph Curry got injured. I was really bummed out at first. I mean, we all probably were, but the question is, should we be? Let me show you exactly what I mean.
With all the handle and the three, it's just not been there for Curry tonight.
We all remember what happened when Steph came back from that injury, right?
You let him go the other way, it's going to be easier for him. Oh, man.
Curry, 2 for Steph, dribbled it off his foot. Shot clock at 3. And Curry going to try to get one up from way deep. Curry, deep 3.
Yeah. After Curry got that tailbone injury last season on March 17th, he came back and had a historical April where he averaged 37.3 points while shooting 51.8% from the field and 46.6% from distance. So, let me ask that question again. Should we be bummed out that Curry got injured from that Marcus Smart dive, or should we be excited for what's about to come? Thankfully, Steph Curry's foot injury wasn't anything serious. I mean, he walked on his own afterwards and even ran back to the locker room. He's pretty optimistic that he'll be back to start the playoffs, and from watching multiple videos on doctors speak about the issue, I personally believe that he'll even return to finish off the last 1 or 2 games of the regular season, which is great news. Not only because of the fact that he'll be back, but because he will be well rested. And that's the key. A rested Steph Curry is going to be absolutely dangerous. So this timeout for Steph could be a blessing in disguise for that reason, and for several other reasons that I'm about to get into. Steph Curry being out is going to allow the rest of the Warriors to learn how to be more effective in non-Curry minutes, which is going to be crucial in the playoffs. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and the truth is, so is Steph.
You guys were 2-7, I think, without you last year. What's kind of
different team this year? So I'm excited about what they're gonna do. Different team this year. So I'm excited about what they're gonna do.
And one of the biggest recipients of this opportunity is going to be Jordan Kid Splash Poole. Jordan Poole has recently been playing at an all-star level, and I mean, he's shooting the lights out from beyond the arc. He's also been shooting well from the mid-range. And when it comes to attacking and finishing around the rim, he's elite. In his last 10 games, Jordan Poole has been averaging about 21 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, while shooting at about 54% from the field, 47% from three-point range, and 87% at the free throw line. While Curry is out, however, what would be great is to see Jordan Poole increase his assists from about 4 a game to about 8 or 7 a game. It would benefit the Warriors a ton if Poole developed his playmaking skills a bit more, because we already know that he could get a bucket. I mean, he's showing that day in and day out. But getting others involved and being able to set up teammates for easy baskets is what's going to make the Warriors that much more dangerous come playoff time. And the good thing for Poole is, with his speed and current skill set, it's definitely possible for him to elevate this area of his game. I mean, he's doing it already. Here, just take a look. Here's Jordan on the perimeter. Once he sees even a bit of daylight to the rim, he attacks. Most defenders can't keep up with him, and as you can see here, he draws 3 defenders in and eventually dishes it over to Looney here.
Poole with a burst, turns the corner, Looney!
Another day, another dollar. Here's Poole again. Draymond is about to slip this screen and roll to the rim, and JP3 finds him beautifully here.
Draymond running the floor.
If Poole is able to do these things on a consistent basis, then my gosh, when Curry gets back, teams are going to have a real hard time trying to defend Golden State. And lastly, here's Poole again. Wiggins and Clay are about to do some split action, which then allows Wiggins to go back door. Poole sees that immediately and dishes it to Wiggins, who flushes it home.
Quick fouls the first 6 minutes. Wiggins cuts back door.
It's obvious from what we just saw that Poole can dish out assists. But during the absence of Curry, if he can just improve a little bit in this category, it will be huge for the Warriors in the postseason. During a recent interview, Coach Kerr talked about how Jordan Poole shouldn't be striving to become 6th man of the year anymore, and that instead, he should be striving towards becoming an all-star because he is that talented. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, said, "Jordan Poole has gotten so much better in every aspect of being a basketball player. For him to take that leap from sophomore to a third-year starter, it's really awesome. It's a testament to his hard work that I've seen every day. And speaking of Klay, another person who can benefit immensely in Curry's absence is none other than his fellow Splash brother, Klay Thompson. Scoring hasn't been an issue for Klay, as he's been averaging about 20 points in his last 10 games, but what he can improve upon is efficiency. In his last 10 games, he's been averaging 39% from the field and just 30% from beyond the arc. A lot of this can just be attributed to his shot selection. I mean, when he's open, he should 100% be taking the shot, because look. His off-ball movement is beautiful to watch, and no one has a better looking shot than Klay. And he's efficient when he shoots his shots.
Defensively, Klay, an open three, got it!
But on that same note, sometimes it seems like he's forcing shots up. Here's what I mean. Here's Klay right here. He's driving towards the rim with a defender draped all over him. Now, look at that shot selection. I know Klay can make that, but it's probably not the highest percentage shot in the world. I know he'd like to have that one back. And here's another one. Here's Klay. It's a 5-on-2 play, and Klay just drives to the rim.
Thompson checked by man, nice defense.
Klay's a smart IQ basketball player, but a bit of rust on the decision-making aspect is showing. Klay is an all-star, even a superstar when he's back to 100%. I mean, he dropped 33 points and clutched the Warriors to a win against the Lakers. Then he dropped 38 and just blew Milwaukee out of the Chase Center. But while Curry's out, Klay has to really zone in and figure out how he can help his team score points a bit more efficiently on a consistent basis. And the great thing about this is, with his competitive drive, I have no doubt that he'll figure this out. Next off, without Curry in the mix, it'll really benefit Draymond because all of a sudden, he's going to have to figure out how to win games without the firepower of Curry. So, what I mean is, he's going to have to figure out how to help the Warriors win games from a defensive standpoint. Oh, and in case you're going to say something about it,
between Andrew Wiggins and the basket, he's just cutting back door and you got the
I'm just going to say.
Although he's too important to get tossed out of games, I loved it. His passion for winning was something that was missing during the last 2 months, and even after he got tossed out of that Spurs game, you can tell that it had a lingering effect on the Warriors, who crawled back and would have won it if...
For a second. That was so good.
The Warriors would have won it if this ref didn't call such a ticky-tacky foul late in the game. But anyway, Draymond Green is going to have to figure out how he can get the Warriors back to becoming the #1 defensive team in the league. In fact, Steve Kerr recently said about the Warriors' goal while Curry is out, "We're going to lock in on becoming the defensive team that we were the first 2.5 months of the season. With Draymond back, there's no reason why we can't rediscover our defensive identity while Steph is out. We were going to need to do that anyways, so that becomes a focus for these last 12 games. Having Steph Curry in games would be fun, but the truth is the Warriors need to learn how to win games and be more effective during the non-Curry minutes, and Steph Curry himself needs to have a rest, so he can explode in the playoffs. Thus, although I don't wish anybody to get injured in this league, this may be a blessing in disguise for the Warriors as they gear up for their 2022 championship run. Anyway, a player that I'm really excited about these days is Jonathan Kuminga, and I believe that he'll play a really important role in this year's playoff run, simply because this kid has greatness inside him. If you're wondering exactly what that means, then just click this video right here, where I break it all down, and trust me when I say you're gonna want to watch this video. So just hurry up and click the video, and like always, I'll be on the other side.